All right. Good morning and welcome to the Jefferson County Commission meeting. Today is Thursday, September 2nd, 2021. It's 9:30 a.m. Can everybody please stand and for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. I'm going to skip over a minute and our approval of requisitions right now and move to agenda item number one. Agenda item number one today, something very special we put on our agenda. Matthew Harvey, prosecuting attorney, and Tom Hansen, sheriff, a proclamation for Ed Boober. If y'all want to come forward.
Morning, Commissioner.
Morning. You want to just go and read this, or?
I thought you were going to move it.
Okay, I will. Matt Harvey and Sheriff Tom Hansen has asked for the proclamation for Ed Boober. They have presented us with this resolution, and I'll go ahead and read it. It says Jefferson County Commission of Jefferson County, Charlestown, West Virginia, resolution honoring Ed Boober. Whereas Ed Boober honorably served Jefferson County since 1988 in his faithful service to the public, and whereas he served as a sheriff of Jefferson County from 2001 to 2008 with hard work and dedication. And whereas he provided unparalleled dedicated service to multiple law enforcement agencies and the citizens of Jefferson County. Therefore, it be resolved, the County Commission of Jefferson County expresses its sympathy, gratitude, and respect for Ed Boober. I so move to accept this resolution, move this motion to accept this resolution for honoring Ed Boober. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Do we have any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries unanimously.
I'm gonna stand.
Okay.
Ed Boober was my sheriff for 8 years. Ed Boober was a mentor. He was dedicated to this county. He loved Jefferson County, and he was a consummate sheriff, consummate law enforcement officer. He was the epitome of professionalism in this county. And this resolution just emphasizes his position and how he served the Jefferson County residents and Jefferson County citizens and any visitors that came here.
And I'd like to point out, echo the sheriff's comments. Ed Boober was a gentleman. He was a professional, and his legacy is still being felt today. We have here with us his son, Dave Boober, who is serving Jefferson County currently as a criminal analyst and is integral for our prosecutions and for work at the Sheriff's Department. And also, we have with us today Magistrate Gail Boober, who served the county for 36 years as magistrate. Is that right? And was influenced by Ed for 32 of the years, but I think it never took, but we'll see. And I'd like for them to come forward as well to accept this proclamation.
And we also have a lot of the, you want to introduce your guys who are here with you today too?
I have my chief deputy, Rick Lucas. I have my captain, Dave Colbert, my two lieutenants, Steve Holtz and Robert Sell, or Shan as we call him, and my deputy, Will Helm.
If we could all come forward, we'd love to present this to you and everybody take a picture. I think we're gonna have to take it right here, so we're, so we can get. I think we're gonna have to come up here.
You remember the sheriff's office?
Yeah.
Smallest in the front. The smallest in the back.
And you want to come up here? Either one.
Yes.
Probably from all the back. Did several.
All right, thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank you. We're gonna sign this
Thank you.
and get it back to you. Hey, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
We'll sign it now.
It's an hour. You have a final stuff. Did you want us to get to you later?
Whatever.
We'll go ahead and do it now. That's it. You guys.
Whatever. Or,
I was gonna get-
yeah,
Okay. Oh, okay. So.
just sign it
We'll get it to
and
you.
let me know. Thank you.
But, I just got a week of affairs, and I was standing in line, and I let it go to the vote. Standing in line. And just, at the end of the day,
Hey, man.
my wife. This is for my birthday. This is for my birthday. But if you visit one. So,
These chairs, how did you all get those? I was in somebody's office. I was like, these are pretty good chairs. Well, no, I know the president.
Okay.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, he did say they left.
Yeah.
This is pretty good.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the regular business now. Thank you all for doing that. Thank you all for coming. I certainly do appreciate that. I know the Boober family appreciates it as well. Approval of minutes, August 19, 2021. Do we have any objections? Hearing none. If there are no objections, they are approved. Approval of minutes, August 24, 2021. Do we have any special sessions? Do we have any objections? Hearing none, they are approved as presented. Approval of requisitions, September 2nd, 2021, the amount of $13,676.99. If there are no objections, it is approved. Approval of accounts payable for August 26, 2021, in the amount of $6,222.86. If there are no objections, that is approved. Accounts payable for September 2nd, 2021 is $571,883.29. If there are no objections, that is approved. Approval of manual checks from August 27th, 2021, in the amount of $2,890. If there are no objections, that is approved. Also for manual checks for September 3rd, 2021, in the amount of $3,273.30. If there are no objections, that is approved. Approval of payroll, August 19th, 2021, in the amount of $262,249.17. If there are no objections, that is approved. And payroll for September 2nd, 2021, in the amount of $277,020.21. If there are no objections, that is approved. Thank you. All right, we're going to move on to agenda item number 2. Matthew Harvey, prosecuting attorney, discussion of staffing needs and requests to hire a new employee. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you. So this is, I think, a few more minutes than a normal request. Debbie Young is retiring in November. She's been there 20-some years, and we had 2 part-time spots in the Victims Advocate Program. She's our program coordinator. And then also we had another full-time position and then 2 part-time positions that were funded substantially by BOCA, which is a grant that we use for victim services. That award is going to be reduced next year by 23%. Is what I was told last week, and was able to confirm. So what I want to do is bring in the part-time position. I had someone that was in that, they resigned. I had planned on using that to fill a part-time spot that would move up full-time after Debbie retired. Her replacement is already in place. Rebecca Hall, who's currently full-time, is moving up to program coordinator, and then I would hire to replace her spot, and then I would have a part-time position open. Well, when the funding issues created with VOCA, money that wasn't obligated was clawed back this funding year, and so I don't have that available part-time position. However, and I've worked with Michelle on this, and she says my numbers are correct. I do have someone that I need to hire part-time, and they accepted, and they will work part-time until December 1st, and then go full-time. And the savings between the salaries will be absorbed. However, the money for the part-time between now and December would have to be moved from an open position that I've had open since January, at least January this year. And I would anticipate that would be about $6,000. And there's sufficient money that would need to be moved over to cover these part-time. That way we have a good, trained, full-time victims advocate that's ready to begin December 1st. Now, that's how it would work. Who it is Lisa Driscoll, which is also very important. She has I'm looking at her resume here, but I've spoken to her several times. She's known to our office because she's worked at the HHR, and she was a supervisor over there. She worked with Rebecca Hall, and she's worked with people in the office in her capacity at the HHR. So I don't feel like we're taking a big risk with her. I know how, she's known to our office. I know her skill set. It's exactly what the office needs to continue offering our services to victims. She's used to having to deal with those types of situations and being able to explain the court system to victims when they're at a time where they're very confused and scared. And she can do all those things. She has the resume, she has the work experience, and she has the education to do that. She was at DHR since 2011 and was in social work her previous employment before that. So very comfortable. And what I propose is paying her $1,850 part-time starting September the 7th, which is next week. And it's not a holiday till December 1st, and then she would make $43,900.
That December 1st or just January 1st?
December 1st.
All right, so all this is budget neutral or budget satisfactory, I'm sure. Okay, I'll go ahead and move a motion to accept the hire of Lisa Driscoll for $18.50 an hour for part-time. Start date is September 7th, and then move her to full-time on December 1st, 2021 for the salary of $43,900.
That's correct.
Okay, that is my motion.
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion?
Just procedurally, can we approve both positions at the same time? Or would we have to wait going full time?
You can do it now,
Okay,
Yeah, excuse me.
as long as it's in the minutes that that's what is gonna happen, it's fine.
all right. Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Hi,
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
can I ask Mr. Harvey,
Yes, ma'am.
have you been given a reason why the BOFA grant has been reduced?
I wasn't given a reason, but I researched why. And it is strangely enough based on federal prosecutions. They had changed strategies of prosecution, And somehow that has created a funding shortfall through their criminal prosecutions, through fines, forfeitures, fees. They collect that money and put it into a big pot for victim services. For some odd reason that I'm not quite sure of, if they do, like, for one example, a deferred adjudication at the federal level, that doesn't, there's no money to go into the pot that is then used as federal grants. The House of Representatives has passed a fix to dedicate funding sources to that pot of money. However, it is not made it through the Senate yet. So, and then I can tell you that, I mean, it's significant. It's 30,000 or 30% for a lot of states. The people in Charleston, the grant administrators were able to claw back that money and then soften the blow. And then there's a potential that the legislature could create they could backfill it with COVID money.
All right.
Is that probably more than you cared to know?
Well, it goes all clear to the federal level
And we typically receive about 111 to 115,000 from VOCA, so a 30% reduction in that is significant. It's about $2,000.
Yeah, our budget's going to be 85,601, and I have the numbers here. It's a change next year.
Okay, now I was just curious of why there was the change. Didn't realize it went that far up the ladder, but I guess that's correct. Since it's a federal.
It's a federal bond, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Carl. Hey, we're gonna move on to agenda item number 3, Angie Banks, assessor approval of exonerations. Is she on? All right. Go ahead, Angie, the floor is yours.
Good morning.
Morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I have a few exonerations. This first one is in our 2020 personal property book, Charlestown District. The 2001 Subaru Forester was reported as junk, but it wasn't assessed as junk. So the assessed value difference is $800, tax amount $18.20. Applicant is Carolyn Davenport, ticket number 301453.
I move to accept the exoneration of ticket number 301453.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
This next one is in our 2021 personal property book, Charlestown District. The 2021 Jeep Compass was assessed in Berkeley County, and that is where the taxpayer was living July 1st, 2020. Assessed value is $7,800. Tax amount $189.48. Applicant is Rebecca DeLauder, ticket number 301336.
Move to approve the exoneration for ticket number 301336. And any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
This one is in our 2021 personal property book, Ranson Corporation. Taxpayer did not own the 2013 Toyota July 1st, 2020, but failed to remove it from their form. Assessed value $6,000, tax amount $175.76. Applicant is Marilyn Cavallero, ticket number 313793.
Move to approve ticket number 313793 for exoneration.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
This one is in our 2021 personal property book, Cabletown District. Applicant did not own the 2003 Hyundai Santa Fe July 1st, 2020. The assessed value was $800. Tax amount $19.43. The applicant is Brian Petrinick, ticket number 310833.
I move to approve the exoneration for ticket number 310833.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Okay, this one is in our 2021 personal property book, Middleway District. The applicant did not own the 2001 Nissan Alti, and it was assessed at $600. The 2008 Harley Davidson motorcycle, it was assessed at $3,000. The 2012 Audi, which was assessed at $3,600. They obviously bought several new vehicles and didn't remove the older ones. Assessed value was $7,200, tax amount $174.90. The applicant is Russell Dorsey, ticket number 311978.
Move to approve the exoneration on ticket number 311978.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
This is the last one. It's in our 2021 personal property book, Middleway District. The applicant did not have the 2017 Toyota RAV4. They had bought a newer vehicle. They had traded it in. Assessed value $10,000. Tax amount $242.92. The applicant is Christy Cave, ticket number 312446.
I move to approve the exoneration for ticket number 312446.
I'm sorry. Oh, I said the wrong number. It's 312448.
All right, scratch that last motion. I move to approve the exoneration for 312448.
Second.
All right, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Thank you, Angie.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah. We're going to move to Jackie Shadle, County Clerk, employment approval for voter and election clerk and assistant clerk. Floor is yours, ma'am.
Morning. How's everybody?
Good.
Okay, we'll start with the voters clerk. We were going to interview 3 people for this position. 1 person backed out, 2 people came and applied. The person that I would like to hire for voters is Michael Kevin Hardin. You all should be familiar with his name. He works for the Corporation of Harpers Ferry as the recorder. He's very professional and unbiased when he handles the elections there. So I think he would be an asset for the elections office and representing the county. I'd like to hire him at $35,000. I'm here to request approval for his hire.
When would his start date be?
His start date would be September 7th.
Okay. And then,
I'll make the motion that, and I'm assuming that's all.
Yes, yeah.
I'll make the motion that Michael Kevin Hardin be hired in the elections department, salary of $35,000 to commence on September 7th.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Do we have any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
Awesome, thank you. The other person that applied for this position, as we were speaking to her, it became very clear that she would be an asset to my recording office. And I have been short an employee since March in that office. And with an election year next year, I would like to be fully staffed. The current employee that I have in elections, she's going to move over temporarily into that position, but she gave me her notice and she'll be leaving the beginning of January. So the second interviewee, I asked her if she would be interested in working in that front office, and I told her the salary amount, and I told her the starting date would be January 10th of 2022, and I offered her the position at $32,000, and she accepted it. She's willing to wait. So I'd like approval for her, and her name is Cornelia Hamm, Hamm.
Okay. All this is budget satisfaction. Okay.
Yes.
All right, I'll move to approve the hire Cornelia Ham for $32,000. Start date is January 10th, 2022.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate it.
All right. All right, we're going to move on to agenda item number 5, Sheriff's Office, promotional raises and grant approval. The floor is yours, sir.
Morning, Commissioners, again.
Good morning.
I'm here in front of you. The gentleman, most of the gentlemen I introduced today are my members of my command staff. We gave a promotion test. We finally got them designated by the Civil Service Commission signed on the August 9th. The gentlemen that were here, and so the status of my agency as far as rank goes is 1 captain, 2 lieutenants, 7 sergeants, 8 corporals, and deputies as hired. I'm making a motion to, or I'm asking that I take some of my money in my line item for promotions. I have $15,000 to give my corporals a raise, promoted to corporal to $900. The individuals promoted to sergeant, $1,400 raise, and individual promoted to lieutenant and captain, a $1,900 raise. It is all within my budget, within my promotional budget, and it comes out to about $11,200 at least, and the line item has $15,000 in it.
Okay. I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the promotional raises that's presented by the sheriff here today.
Second.
Any discussion?
I just want to check with Michelle on all this.
It is budget neutral, but I just want to make sure that we're pointing out that the number that was in the original packet, he just revised those.
Yes, yeah, that's why I made the motion to, I noticed that number, that's why I made the motion to reflect that.
It doesn't match the packet, but it is budget neutral based on what I discussed.
I think the commission has to create a captain's position too.
Right.
Make sure that we have a captain's position and structure here.
So we just need job descriptions as well for the new position, and I haven't had job descriptions for the other positions in a while, so I could just get the most up-to-date versions of those in case they've been.
I got you.
All right. All right, we have any more discussion? We have a motion, properly second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
The second item I have is a resolution for the Governor's Highway Safety Grant, appropriation of $250,000. It's a standard grant that we do every year, and the only thing I'm going to need is approval and the signatures by the president.
I'll go ahead and go ahead, ma'am.
I just wanted to point out one thing. There is a budget resolution in there that we're required to do. Although this grant application is about $148,000. Typically, when we do a Governor's Highway Safety Program grant, they ask that we make the resolution higher so that if grant opportunities become available during the year, he doesn't need to come back to you for $1,000, for $2,000, or $10,000. This does not commit the commission to any additional funding. It just says that if another portion becomes available for 100% grant funding, he can go straight through the process and get that approved.
So the
The budget resolution is for $250,000.
Yes.
250K. So the motion would have to reflect the 250K number.
Well, I
Up to,
think the grant application is $148,000, and then the budget resolution would be a separate motion for up to $250,000.
That's correct.
all right, so the highway grant is 148 and the other one is 250.
The budget resolutions.
Okay. I'll go ahead and move to accept the highway safeties grant up to 148,000 and the budget resolution up to 250,000 for these grants. Do I have a second?
Second.
And the motion has been properly moved to second. Any discussion?
And just checking, is there any match? I can't remember on this grant, or is that just,
It's mostly traffic enforcement. It's all traffic enforcement, whether it's DUI, ticket, all the different lists that they come out through the year. So they could make more money available. That's the reason why they added the extra money.
But as far as matching, I think we can only expend what we gave, you, so
Right.
you have to ask for more.
yeah, okay.
All right. Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank y'all for coming.
I have a.
I need to sign this.
Where the tabs are, there's 3 of them for your signature.
Oops.
And there's one more.
And today is the second. Yes. 21. All right, thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Have a good day.
Yes, sir, you too. All right, next is Michelle Gordon, Finance Director, creation of new bank account for County Administration Impact Fee, discussion of ARP part-time employee, one-time premium pay stipend, and schedule monthly meeting to review the ARP submissions.
For the creation of the new bank account, I'll go over that now, but I'd like to defer the motion on that until after we actually approve the impact fee ordinances when Roger Goodwin is here. Let's see, the impact fee study approved on August 5th created a new infrastructure category that's termed the county administration fee. For West Virginia State Code, impact fee receipts shall be specifically earmarked and retained in a special account. Special account doesn't mean bank account, it just means you need to be able to have a financial system that can either put it in a separate GL account, and if you don't, then you need to put it into a separate bank account. The current practice by the sheriff's office is that each category has a separate bank account rather than a separate GL account due to the financial system constraints in the tax office. Section D further states that all receipts shall be placed in an interest-bearing account wherein interest gained thereon shall accrue. So the motion would be to create the new interest-bearing checking account to accommodate the tax office for the county administration impact fee, and we will defer that motion until after the actual ordinance is approved.
Michelle, how many bank accounts would that list you?
We have over 60 bank accounts at this point. So I did include the document for that. We would need to send a letter to the bank, and we'll do that through the tax office, asking them to set up a new interest-bearing bank account with that requires any of the 3 signatures, which would be the Jefferson County Commission President, the Vice President, Jefferson County Sheriff, or the Clerk of the Jefferson County Commission.
Okay.
Any questions about that? Okay, so we'll wait to move on that. The second would be discussion of ARPA part-time employee one-time premium pay stipend. So the American Rescue Plan Act permits counties to offer additional compensation up to $15 per hour and additional wages to county employees. And we've already approved a one-time stipend for full-time employees. So this would be available to part-time employees who worked in 2020 through the pandemic. Funds can be used retroactively to January the 27th of 2020. Now on August the 19th, that's when we approved it for full-time employees. For part-time employees, I developed a different set of criteria for them. It's very similar to that, what we had set up for full-time employees, but it's a little bit different because they're part-time. They didn't work a full year. They didn't work the same number of hours. So we needed to come up with a rate for them that was reflective of the actual amount of time that they worked. So I came up with an hourly rate of $1.5496 per hour worked, and the hourly rate was determined by taking the amount for full-time employees, which was $3,000, and I divided it by 1936 hours. This is the actual time that they would have worked from January the 27th through 12/31, whereas a full year is normally 2080. I decided, since this was only for that period, so it came up to $1.54 per hour roughly. The cover period would be the same, January the 27th through 12/31/2020. They must be a part-time regular employee, and this classification would include part-time seasonal or temporary employees, co-workers, part-time contractual employees, and employees hired through outside agencies or temp agencies. They must have physically been at work a minimum of 120 hours during the cover period. Full-time employees were required to have been at work, physically at work for 30 days. So what I did was I took roughly 4 hours times 30 days to come up with 120 hours to come up with that minimum of 120 hours. must be an active employee or and currently employed as of August the 5th, which was the date that we approved for full-time employees. It excludes any part-time employees that have left employment either during that time period, which would have been from January the 27th through August the 5th. And that is the same exclusion that we had for full-time employees. It would exclude any part-time employees that have tendered their resignation prior to August the 5th. That is exactly the same as it was for full-time. And then number 9 is new. We do have some employees who work full-time for 911 and part-time for ESA and vice versa. So employees who have already received a stipend of $3,000 based on their status as a full-time employee through either the county commission or any of its component units would not be eligible to receive a second stipend from either the same agency or a different agency that already received the maximum allowable amounts. During the cover period, I did reach out to our component units and work with our county clerk's office to determine that the number of part-time employees for the county commission, the number of hours worked for those that would be eligible is 16,680 hours. Multiply it by that rate, and then add benefits. We have a few bailiffs who do receive retirement. That's why there's a small retirement number. Total amount for the county commission would be 28,388 roughly. And then ESA has some part-time employees. I don't believe any of those are eligible for retirement. So the total amount for ESA would be 7,182. The grand total would be 35,569.
Sure. So not everybody's receiving the same amount on a sliding scale. Like we gave $3,000 for full-time employees, it's just not a set stipend, it's based on hours worked.
It's based on the hours worked, so that we're recognizing that some employees work 1,000 hours, some will work 200 hours.
Okay, great.
Do we have any other questions? All right, I'll go ahead and move that we accept the part-time employee stipend for a one-time premium pay that's paid out of our ARP money.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Michelle.
And then the last thing I have really doesn't require a motion. I just wanted to try to set up a schedule for us to perhaps do a monthly meeting to review our ARPA submissions. I would recommend that we pick a set day and week each month, such as maybe the second Tuesday or Wednesday of each month, or something along those lines, something that would work for everyone here. And then we're not in a crunch for time. We don't need to get it all done right away. So I don't feel like we need to schedule daily or even weekly sessions. I think if we do it once a month, I think that would be appropriate, and it would give the community transparency and the ability to attend those sessions, knowing that they're at a specific day each month. So I'm open to suggestions. I'll just start with maybe the second Tuesday of each month and see, and we can go from there.
And you're talking about a daytime meeting, evening meeting, what do you?
That would be up to you as well. Would you prefer days or evenings? I'm open to either.
Yeah,
I would prefer daytime because evening, I've got several evening meetings, but
yeah, me too. I can see that. I would prefer daytime as well too. Do you want to do virtual, or do you want to do, would you prefer live or maybe?
I think we could do what we're doing now, combination.
Combination, okay.
yeah.
So you want to schedule the first one for like the second, October 5th, you think? That's a Tuesday, the first Tuesday.
Yes, that would be the second Tuesday.
Or the second Tuesday, sorry, the October 12th.
Would
Yes,
be
ma'am.
the second Tuesday.
All right, we'll do that.
Just so you know, Tuesday is usually the day that I take my mom to her appointment. So.
Oh, okay, then let's do the Wednesdays. Let's do Wednesdays.
How about the second Wednesday? Yep. All right, thank you, Steph. Thanks for letting us know that.
So
All right.
October the 13th,
October 13th,
At,
9:30.
9:30, here or virtual?
Yeah.
Combination.
Combination, hybrid. There we go. Do you need a motion to schedule a meeting?
I don't think we
can
need a
call.
motion. I just wanted to make sure that it was transparent for the
Okay.
public, and we'll put it on Facebook.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, man. All right, is Becky coming in or is she online?
Roger's gonna do it. Roger's gonna do it for us. He's not.
Okay, all right. All right, so next we're going to move to Agenda item number 7, Becky Burns, Office Manager, permit fee and impact fee refund request. Tiffany Lawrence and Carl Morris, permit number 21-98, and Denise Alford, permit number 21-506. I think Roger's is going to be presenting. I believe you said he's in the hallway.
Yeah, he is.
All right. We can maybe get his attention. Come on up, sir. You're in the hot seat. I said Becky Burns.
Did he frisk you?
Yeah. Roger had a tough time getting through security.
Located in Morgantown.
So go ahead, you go ahead and present the impact fee refunds if you like.
Yeah, there's 2. And on the first one, Tiffany Lawrence and Carl Morris applied for building permit for single-family residence in February of 21. They asked that their permit be revoked and the fees be refunded at this time. Staff recommends the impact fee be fully refunded in the amount of $6,700 and that $596.31 of the building permit fee be refunded. So that would be the first request, and there's a motion there if you're inclined to grant it.
I'll make the motion to approve a partial refund of the building permit fee for Tiffany Lawrence and Carl Morris in the amount of $596.31, a full refund of the impact fee in the amount of $6,700, and to close the permit application file.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries unanimously. Thank you, sir.
Okay, the second one is a request by Denise Alford, applied for a building permit for a single-family residence in May of 21. She is asking that her permit be revoked and her fees be refunded. Staff recommends the impact fee be fully refunded in the amount of $6,700 and that $368.03 of the building permit fee be refunded. And then there's motion number 2 there if you're inclined to grant.
I'll move to approve a partial refund of the building permit fee for Denise Alford in the amount of $471.20, a full refund of the impact fee in the amount of $6,700, and to close the permit application file.
Second.
Wait a minute, I have a question. So up in you see 368.03 and down in the motion is 471.
Yeah, I thought I was going to say that.
So
We would need to correct that to the 368.03. I'm sorry.
Can you amend that, your motion to refund the permit fee of 368, not 4?
Oh,
They made a mistake in writing the motion. That's fine.
368
Yes, ma'am.
even.
Is that even? 03.
Oh, 3.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, I will amend my motion for the partial refund of the building permit fee for Denise Alford in the amount of $368.03.
All right, thank you. And any discussion?
Yeah, I was, not that that's an issue with the motion, but that, there's a hole for the foundation. I mean, I'm assuming that's no issue as far as erosion or, I don't think there's anything you can do about it. I mean, don't fill it back in.
Under the building code, you have not technically started construction until you've poured your footing.
Okay,
So you got to dig a hole, you go out and dig what looks like a footing
yeah.
and not even have to get a building permit. There's nothing to prevent you from digging on your property.
Right, you're right, you're right.
But the minute you want to pour a footing for a structure, you
Okay,
have to have
that's
a
when you're
building
building,
permit.
yeah. Okay,
So my expectation is that these people are going to soon turn around and apply for another building
Yeah.
permit
that's all.
construction with regard to the concerns about erosion.
Yeah,
And we do occasionally get a complaint on that, and we do inspect those and work towards stopping the issues.
yeah, I understand that.
All right, well, thank you. We have any more discussion? We have a motion and a second on the floor. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries unanimously. Next, we're going to move to agenda number 8. Roger Goodwood, Chief County Engineer, adoption of impact fee ordinance setting the and the new impact fee rates.
First thing I want to do is hand out the amount of impact fees that we've collected each year since they were implemented up through 2020. We've handed this out when we did the capital improvement plan back in January, just so you have it if you get asked questions. Okay. And then I got one that shows the balance that's in each entity's account as of yesterday, or yeah, after August yesterday. Just so that.
Thank you.
And the reason I wanted to give you this second one is that while they do have money sitting in their accounts, they do these capital improvement plans that are like 5-year projections. And so while they might have, for example, $510,000, same Parks and Recs account currently, they might have that they're going to draw off 150,000 of that this year, but when they look out 5 years, that 500,000 may be totally allocated. So I just want to miss that point that it's not necessarily money sitting there without a purpose. It just hasn't gotten to the point of being spent yet. So that will give you all the numbers I think you need to know on how much they have and what we've collected over the years. Now to the ordinances. And what I want to do is I go through these in order. I want to go ahead, if you adopt it, and get you to sign each one while I'm here so we can send them down to the county clerk when I leave the meeting and get them recorded. So at the August 5th, 2021 meeting of the County Commission adopted new residential impact fees and eliminated commercial impact fees. In the past, the fee schedule for each entity, for each impact fee entity is established in an ordinance. In this case, there are 5 impact fee ordinances, one for each impact fee entity that needs to be adopted to implement the impact fee rates established by the County Commission. The impact fee entities are as follows: public schools, parks and recreation, law enforcement, emergency services, and administrative facilities. And I provided there on the agenda request what the new fee schedule would look like for the residential fees. And it shows the net change, so their fees are dropping significantly. And finally, I wanted to note that this is not a public hearing on the adoption of the ordinances. It's to approve the ordinances. So the first one is the ordinance providing for the imposition of a public school impact fee on all new residential development, providing for an effective date of originally it was November 24th, 2003, amended September 2nd, 2021, with an effective date of September 3rd, 2021. So it's the public school impact fee, and then the motion number 1 is for the public school impact fee if you're inclined to adopt it.
I so move to adopt the motion as presented by Roger Gould.
Second.
Any discussion?
To adopt the impact fee.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. I'm
Right here.
Move to adopt an ordinance providing for the for the imposition of a public school impact fee on all new residential development effective September 3rd, 2021. You have a second?
Well, I think we need to remove the first one because I seconded it.
Okay, I officially remove the first motion and I'll go with the second one here. Now I have it, now I'll find my agenda here. Thank you.
I second the second.
All right. Any discussion?
Yes, you know, from the motion, I certainly support a public school impact fee, but I will be voting against the motion since the amount set for the schools is only $1, which is, I think, is a very short-sighted pathway.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No,
Motion carries. I didn't hear Claire, but she's on, right?
She is on.
Okay,
I haven't heard.
I have contact with her, so I'm assuming if she opposes anything, she'll let us.
okay, gotcha, okay, good deal. All right, so the motion carries 4-1. You need all the motions?
Yeah, on each one. I just need to sign here.
Okay.
I would request a point of order. If Claire, you just counted Claire's vote. I did not hear her. I don't think that's procedurally correct.
I
Okay,
think we can only count it 3-1.
okay, well, motion carries 3-1, so someone get here, sorry, I'll change that.
Yeah, because I don't think we can assume.
I didn't hear her say,
Cover sheet.
I didn't hear her say aye, she wants to unmute herself and
Yeah.
vote, that's fine,
Okay, thank you.
sorry.
And maybe she can't get through.
Yeah, she might be having technical difficulties too, I don't know.
She's here, but I don't have the ability.
Okay. And if she wants to call in and be on the phone too, that's
Yeah.
fine. We can certainly do that. So I apologize. All right, you need a motion for the second one too.
Yeah, it's an ordinance providing for the imposition of a public parks and recreation impact fee on all new residential development, and was providing for an effective date of May 12, 2005, now amended September 2nd, 2021, with an effective date of September 3rd, 2021.
I move to adopt an ordinance providing for the imposition of the Parks and Rec impact fee on all new residential development effective September 3rd, 2021. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0. Yes, that's a.
Third one is an ordinance providing for the imposition of a law enforcement impact fee on all new residential development and providing for an effective date of January 20th, 2005, amended September 2nd, 2021, with an effective date of September 3rd, 2021.
I move to adopt an ordinance providing for all imposition of a law enforcement impact fee on all new residential development effective September 3rd, 2021.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0.
So Commissioner Ath has indicated that she is saying aye, we just can't hear her.
Okay.
I don't have her muted. And I don't see an option to mute her.
Okay.
Okay, the fourth one is an ordinance providing for the imposition of an emergency medical services impact fee on all new residential development, providing for an effective date of May 12, 2005, amended September 2nd, 2021, with an effective date of September 3rd, 2021.
I move to adopt ordinance providing for all the imposition of an emergency medical service impact fee on all new residential development effective September 3rd, 2021. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0. Stephanie, if she wants to call in and we put her on the
Okay.
phone. I don't know if she's using her computer or not.
She's using the call-in number for this, but it'd be better to put her on the phone so that we can hear her. because I don't have any functionality, like,
Sure.
most people I have functionality, but there's not even like a little microphone that's in for me to unmute her.
Yeah.
Which has happened before when people called in, but we were always able to hear them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send her that.
All right.
Make petitions on the vote from the last one, we'll keep going.
Well, we'll keep going. We'll get it right.
The last one is an ordinance providing for the imposition of a county administrative facilities impact fee on all new residential development and providing for an effective date of September 3rd, 2021.
Move to adopt an ordinance providing for the imposition of a county administrative facilities impact fee on all new residential development effective September 3rd, 2021. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0.
And I would just like to make a comment for the public that the county administrative facilities is a new category for
Correct.
impact fees. And that basically it's going to help fund our court facilities, which are always a challenge for us.
Right, I just want to make a point on that one as well. You have amended 9.2 on all of them, you have adopted on that one as 9.2, instead of just, I guess, amended. All of these say amended 9.2, this one says adopted, and we're just,
The new.
does it,
Because the other four ordinances already existed and we amended them,
Uh-huh.
this is a new ordinance.
okay, so what'd that say? Oh, today is 9.2, never mind, I'm thinking it's 9.3 for some reason.
I'm gonna put you on speaker. You're not here
Okay,
yet.
got it, sorry.
Perfect. Thank you. Sorry, I've been saying it.
Yeah, I wasn't really, usually we can, but I don't have any functionality to, to never unmute.
To go with the county
We should be able to hear
administration
us.
facilities, I need approval. We'll go ahead for the creation of an interest-bearing checking
Thank
account
you.
for the county
I was
administration
gonna-
impact fees.
I was gonna jump right on that.
All right, can you hear us okay, Claire?
All right. There we go.
Commissioner Rack?
I can hear.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. All right, we're gonna move on to, we're gonna backpedal to creation of a new bank account for the county administration impact fee. I'll go ahead and move to open up a new bank account for that, for the county administration fee. Do you have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries 5-0.
There we go.
All right. Thank you. Hey, Robin. All right, next we're gonna move on to agenda item number 5. Jeff Walensky, Director of Communications, appointment request to full-time public safety dispatchers. Go ahead, Jeff. Floor is yours, sir.
Hi, good morning. I appear before you to request approval to employ 2 full-time public safety dispatchers at the notated salaries on my request appointments document. The 2 candidates that I'm requesting both have backgrounds and experience as public safety dispatchers at other agencies. And so something that we don't have a lot of experience in is pulling in other dispatchers from other agencies that have experience. So we're happy to have these folks join our staff. We have 4 viable candidates that have completed the process. However, due to the varying backgrounds of the candidates with the experience, we've elected to onboard only 2 at this time because they're trained and working for other agencies. And the training academy will be quite different because of their experience. So the training staff believe that these individuals will move through training not needing some of the training in many of the techniques of non-experienced dispatchers. So we believe that it'll move a little more quickly, plus certifications that they already have that we require, we won't have to spend time in. So running an academy for experienced dispatchers will allow these individuals to get to the floor more quickly. The 2 candidates, Caitlin Dunn, she's a 7-year dispatcher working for Frederick City Police Department. She's worked for Frederick County Emergency Communications Center as well. And we've offered a salary of $20 per hour, $41,600 yearly due to the experience and her existing wage. Second one's Amanda Jackson. She's a dispatcher working for Morgan County Communications. She's recently out of training, experience with the same CAD, has all the certifications. Both of them have all the EMD, CPR certifications. We offered a salary of $14.93 an hour, $37,751 based on experience. So each candidate's afforded a standard wage increase once full training has been completed. Upon your approval here, these individuals will be placed into the next dispatch academy we believe is going to begin on September 20. And that's all I have.
So this, Jeff, is the start date September 20th then?
That is correct. That's what we have set for.
Okay, just wanted to double check there. All right, I'll go ahead and move to accept the, I will check with Michelle. Everything's good as far as.
Yeah.
Okay. Good, accept the new hire, Caitlin Dunn, an amount of $20 per hour. Start date is September 20th, 2021. And would be okay to do both in the same motion. And I also accept the employment for Amanda Jackson for this amount of $18.1493 an hour. Start date is September 20th, 2021. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. All right, we're going to move on to Steve Allen. We're running a little early. Thanks for coming on. Come on up.
I can wait if you like.
No, we're running early. If you're here, we'll get you back to work. And it's Steve Allen, Director, Jefferson County Homeland Security Emergency Management. Approval to hire Deputy Director, Planner, and Program Manager. Go ahead, sir. Your floor is yours.
Okay, great. Thank you all for having me in today to speak with you. We have a person that we have left a letter of intent to hire him. His name is Dick Myers. He's currently the emergency manager in Morgan County and has been the emergency manager there for 7 years. So he's completed all the training required for
Wow.
a director or a deputy director, which really makes it a whole lot easier. There's, other than learning our ways here in Jefferson County in regards to the players who you need to talk to and things like that, he knows the procedures and all the proper protocols that we need to do. So he is a very reputable person. He's highly regarded within the emergency management community within the state of West Virginia. He's got years of experience in emergency services as a firefighter, paramedic. He has a degree from Shepherd University with his paramedic. So he's got a good balance of education as well as experience and training. We've worked with him, both my predecessor here, Barb Miller, as well as when I was across the creek. We've worked together on several projects and so forth, and we feel very comfortable with having him on board as a deputy director. He is willing to, his start date would be the September 20th, Monday, September 20th, so just a couple of weeks away, once we let him know if he's been accepted or not by you all to be hired here. And the salary starting would be, and I've got to look at my numbers in here, starting salary at $51,163, which is what our deputy director was before, with a couple of I think 1 or 2 step raises, but also after, and it's contingent upon after 6 months of satisfactory performance here in Jefferson County, would increase another $1,000 to make it more appealing to him to be here and stay here. Of course, like I said, we're very happy that we don't have to train somebody, because there's years of training that you have to get under your belt in doing this. And it's, I hate to say it, but it's a lifestyle in emergency management.
And we've had, I mean, in my 15 to 16 years here, that deputy director position has a high turnover because
Revolving door.
they will get experience here and then they'll go work for the federal government too. So they're using us as a stepping stone, which is, we're happy to send people on to bigger and better things. But it does, I think with Mr. Myers, I think he will, I think he'd probably stay here. I don't think he's looking to move on to the federal government as far as I know. So he'd be a long-term hire probably.
Michelle?
And I just want to point out that the base rate for this particular position, the grade, it's a grade 5, base rate would be 43,940. So this is about 16% above base, and based on his years of experience, I don't have an issue with the amount. It will be budgeted.
And does the increase, the 6-month increase, and it's only 1,000, but does his budget support that?
It is, it would still be under what the current person's. It's about what he was.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna move a motion to approve the hire of Dick Meyer. Starting date is September 2021, and the salary of $51,163.
Yeah, can we also have an amendment that information increase before it's actually?
And it will increase to, in 6 months, with satisfactory performance to $52,163.
Second.
All right, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I,
Motion carries unanimously.
Yeah,
Thank
good.
Thank you all.
I know you need to move back.
Yeah. I can get back to flooding. Actually, if you want a quick report on that, we've been very fortunate. Tuesday, the storm split going up on the other side of Morgantown up that way and out toward DC. So we didn't get all of the rain. And I just asked the weather service this morning, we received over 3 inches of rain through the 72-hour period.
Yeah, that's good.
Very fortunate.
Much needed rain.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
All right, like I said, we're a little bit ahead of schedule. We're gonna keep moving. I see Mr. Tabbs here. We're gonna move on to agenda item number 11, renewal of lease of agriculture land owned by Jefferson County Commission. Come on, sir.
Mr. President, I'm going to recuse myself.
Yes, ma'am, not a problem. How you doing, sir?
Good.
What happened? Did Jane pop you there?
Sunlight.
I understand.
For any of y'all who don't know me, I'm Cam Tabb. I'm president of Lossy Tabb and Sons. And we're glad to have an opportunity to release the 17 acres that we use there at the county farm. The one thing I would like to mention and see if y'all would consider, and I can work it out with the administrator, is to move the date for rental of that property instead of October 1 to January 1. And if we did that, then we would add 1/4 or 25% to the rent check for this year and have it go to January 1, 23. Is that right?
2020, yeah, January 1, 2022 to 2023.
It would be through the 30th of December.
Yes, sir.
22. If that would be suitable, I can work out the details with the administrator and pay that additional. The problem is we've still got current crop there. We'd have current crop there October 1 on almost any crop. So January 1, it's done. The next crop hasn't started. And it just makes it a lot simpler.
And to what Mr. Cam Tabb is saying, that is a standard of all agriculture leases too. Why this lease starts in October, I have absolutely no idea.
And my son took care of that when he was doing things, and I'm not sure.
Okay. I understand. Well, I'll go ahead and move a motion to renew the lease of agricultural land owned by the Jefferson County Commission and to amend the lease for the lease to start on January 1st. And so we'll amend the lease, and once we get that taken care of, we'll sign. And do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna, I don't think the lease is written, I think it's poorly written. I see you have a 5-year term. It's gotta be renewed every year. I'm not understanding why it just wasn't a 5-year term on the lease with an opt-out if they wanted to opt out and not renew instead of voting on it every year. And
the commission at that time wanted it to come back.
Personally, I'm sorry, I didn't look at you.
so I just, one with that, and then I just, in good conscience, I mean, this just stinks to me.
Well,
The conflict and the interest and all that just stinks to me, so.
There has been a lease on this property since 1969.
Yeah.
1962, 1967, it's been the same. We did bid it out under that, so it renews for 5 years and we bid it out again. So we did bid it out 3 years ago. So this is the third renewal.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm just not understanding the terms of the agreement being every 5 years bidding it out, with the
Okay.
renewal every year, why it's just not a 5-year
I'm
term.
with you
Yeah.
100%.
And that would, again, that would be a commission decision. You can change that if you want me to change it, I will change it.
I'd like to add to that. I don't know why we're coming in here every year to ask for the lease that we signed for 5 years. If it's a 5-year term, you have it for 5 years. And we
I'm
bid
not
it out
sure
every
if
5
I
years.
was done that way.
Yeah. I'd like to amend my motion to add that it is a 5-year term and we don't have to come back in and renew it, but every 5 years on the lease.
Which means it would be bid
I
out.
would see that.
Yes, yes. So, I mean, that's how that's how I do it on all my leases, that I represent clients for. We never have to come back in and go over the lease again. So I would like to amend my motion to reflect that.
Okay. I will say there does have to be something called a fiscal year out clause with the county commission, basically saying because you don't have the ability to contract another commission, so that is something that is unique to a governing body. I'll put that in there, but it would still automatically renew unless we said, we didn't allocate funding or we don't, want something else with this property.
The commission isn't allowed to bind it.
But behind the next commission coming in office, okay.
And that may be why they did that. But you could also do it for 5 years with a year out.
Yes.
Okay, sounds like a good plan. And do I have a second for my amendment?
Yeah,
Okay, all right, good deal.
Since we changed it to end in January and it's 5 years, so are we gonna extend it then to 2024?
I think we have it every 5 years. So the next, when do we sign this? Okay, when do we sign this one? September 19th. Yeah, so it'll be good. This one will be good till 2024, right?
Okay.
That doesn't matter, right? Yeah. So,
So expire December.
yeah. All right, so we have a motion on the floor and a second. Is any more discussion? All in favor of the motion to renew the lease, and we're going to amend a few things in the lease agreement, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
No.
Motion carries 3-1. Thanks, sir.
All right, and administrator, let me know the details of the price and
Yes.
and all that.
And we'll have an amended lease to sign once we have it done.
Yeah.
It looks like,
All right, thank you.
looks like you'll have to sign it. Looks like I'll have to sign it. Yes, sir. Thank you, Cam. All right, we're still running slightly ahead. Do you want to, what's the pleasure of the group? We have about 20 minutes. Do y'all want to jump to new business or do you want to jump to Nathan Cochran?
I fear that mine may take longer than that because of one of the items.
Okay, understood. All right, we'll jump to consent. Access to BCN telecom project sites. It is.
All this stuff.
What is that?
So this is,
I didn't quite understand what was in that book.
Yeah.
they are installing fiber, and this is through, I believe, this. And so they need to access some of our property to do that, and they asked us to sign this agreement. And I wasn't going to sign it without the commission seeing it first. So this is their agreement that they sent to us. And, if you agree to allow them to update the equipment, it's on some of our property, so they would need access to our property.
Yeah, I would say they're gonna update it. They need access, just, depending on where they need access, obviously there's some very confidential files in some of our buildings, so.
It's to update the judicial, because the state has their own they have their own judicial network. We help when we can, but they also provide the court systems network separately from the Supreme Court. So it's their vendor, so they may have access to our judicial center, so the magistrate court. Circuit court.
Sure. And they will be accessing during the day, I assume. Okay, all right. I'll move to approve the access to BCN telecom projects for projects. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Well, I do see here, my big, I'm assuming this is overhead, not underground.
I think it's inside the building, it's actually.
Oh, okay, well, and that's, yeah. It does have, shall repair any damage to the property. That's what I was concerned about. Okay, we're good.
All right. Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And I didn't hear Claire, so.
I'm for the motion.
I figured you would be. I just didn't hear you start. All right, good deal. Next, we're going to move to discussion of masks and vaccinations. This is, obviously, has been a hot topic everywhere. Certainly wanted to bring this, put it on the agenda. People were concerned about what vaccinations, what we're going to do with masks and everything. I just want to make it clear, maybe put a motion out there that we are not going to require a mask mandate for our county staff, nor will we require vaccination. And we certainly would encourage you to social distance at this time. Obviously, this variant that's going around, and certainly if any of our staff feels unsafe with this, they could certainly call our maintenance department, call Stephanie Grove, and we can certainly put up more plexiglass around your desk and protect you the best way we possibly can. Certainly, if you want to wear a mask, you can wear a mask. If you don't, that's fine. And certainly, if you feel like if you want a vaccination, you can get a vaccination. So I'll just go ahead and put a motion out there on the floor to say that we're not going to have a mask mandate, nor will we have vaccination mandates, and but we do encourage everybody social distance. That is my motion. Does anybody want a second?
Actually, I would like to add to or amend your motion.
Okay.
As to, as the commission, we don't support mask mandates, vaccination mandates, or require them inside county buildings or on county property, nor do we support any restrictions that close businesses. I believe it is an individual choice to wear a mask and for your vaccinations, as well as I believe it's up to businesses to decide what their comfort level is in serving their patrons. And that would be my motion.
Do you want me to add that to my, I'll add that to my amendment. I am okay with amending my motion to reflect Commissioner Jackson's comments. All right. Do I have a second to that?
Second.
I have a second. Any discussion?
I'm going to vote against this. I understand where you all are coming from, and I do think it should be an individual decision, but I don't think we can predict the future either and know that we will never have to require masks or vaccinations. I just think this is, I've never been through a pandemic before, and I think making a blanket statement at this time is not the best path to pursue.
Anything else? Yeah, no, I understand your concerns, and I do. Now, obviously, there could be a order from the governor or somebody that has higher authority than we do that might require them later. But right now, to my knowledge, I think the governor's going to leave it up to the local governments at this time. Of course, the governor might do something later. So.
Well, and another point too is I think we need to ensure that we're providing our employees with a safe working environment. So that's a double-edged sword as well. So.
Sure is. I agree 100%. All right, any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed?
No.
Motion carries 4-1.
Can I piggyback on it just for a second?
Sure.
We did We haven't had any employees test positive for COVID in a long time, but we did yesterday have a COVID positive. It was a vaccinated individual, no symptoms, but according to the CDC, they're still supposed to quarantine, so I did send that employee home. That employee has a relative that also works at the county, so that relative is exposed. The relative has tested negative. I did ask that employee if they felt comfortable wearing a mask. They indicated that they did, and I did ask them to wear a mask when they were around other people. That employee is also vaccinated as well. And when you're exposed and vaccinated, you don't have to quarantine unless you have a positive test. And I've been following the CDC guidelines for when employees are supposed to isolate/quarantine. So I did ask that employee to wear a mask. If you don't want me to do that, I won't. But I wanted to make sure that we weren't inadvertently exposing some other employees since that employee was exposed to the family member. Does that make sense?
Certainly on the side of caution.
And the employee did not have any issue with that, not that I know of.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'll certainly double check.
That's
Because we don't have the COVID leave policies anymore, which I think is, right now, I don't see the need for them. If we start to see more and more people popping up, I may come back to you with those policies and say, we would need to, for a couple months, do that. But right now, we've had some people who are exposed, but they were vaccinated, so they don't have to quarantine. So there are a few of just from this one instance. So I may come back to you if I see it really kind of where we're having to isolate, quarantine more and we're requiring employees to use their leave. But I don't think that that's a problem at this time. So I just want to.
Yeah, and just to Commissioner Staff point, to Commissioner Scholiver's, is we've got to adapt to the times and the changes. So you're right, we have no idea what the future holds and what might happen. So this is for current conditions and current situations.
And our workforce has been, we weren't hit by it really until late August last year. That's when we started to see more positive tests amongst our employees. We did have, but we've been, since January, we've been pretty good. And this is the only one we've had, so. And again, no one is sick. We have they're fine. We're just out of precaution.
Okay, well, sounds good. What we're gonna do now, we're running a little bit ahead of schedule. We're going to go and take a recess until 11:05. We're gonna come back with that and start at 11:05, agenda item number 12, public comment. We'll take a short recess. I'm not saying an hour anymore because he will take an hour. If I say 5 minutes, you know he's gonna take 10. All right, we live?
You're live.
All right, welcome back. It's 11:05. We're gonna go ahead and take public comments. This is agenda item number 12. Do we have anybody on that signed up, Stephanie?
We haven't had anyone who signed up, but if you are interested in making public comment, you can use the little raise your hand icon, or you can send me a message and tell me that you are interested in making public comment. And I will unmute you and let you make your comment. Oh, we do. Christine Marshall. Hold on, let me get, Ms. Marshall, I'm gonna unmute you in a second as soon as I get my timer up. Here.
And is Claire still on the phone?
Are you still there, Claire?
It's still it.
Yep, I'm still here.
Yes. All right.
Okay, Ms. Marshall, I have unmuted you.
Yes, thank you. I would like to please ask the commission to please allow the public to participate as stakeholders in any changes to the comprehensive plan regarding utility scale solar. I also encourage any commissioners with potential conflicts of interest to recuse themselves from discussions, legal or otherwise, and votes on matters regarding the changes in the comprehensive plan related to utility scale solar. Thank you for taking my comments. Thank you.
Thank you.
Looks like she was our only speaker. We only have very few people from the public in the room. Check this out here. I don't have anyone else.
All right, good deal. Well, if there are no objections, we'll close public comment. We'll move on to agenda item number 13, Nathan Cochran. And we will probably knock out the 16 with what you need to talk about, sir.
Yes, we can do that. Let's do the easiest thing first. Is number 4, review and confirmation of the March 5th, 2020 amendments to the ESA ordinance and bylaw. The ESA bylaws and the ordinance were amended at that time to allow for 7 members to be on the board. And that was, as I recall, that was the only amendment. And the commission did vote on that, and the commission did approve it. And I believe that Ms. Tabb signed those documents as president. Now, that was in late March of 2020. Immediately, well, very shortly after that, I don't have the exact dates, but it wasn't very long. We had the COVID matter pop up, and we were all sent home for 2 weeks, which turned into longer. But anyway, we were working from home, and the ESA was meeting from home, and I think the next ESA meeting was canceled then. Somewhere in there, I don't know where those documents are, and no one at the ESA knows where they are. And so what I was going to just do or propose to you all, if it's okay, I have a copy of the ones that were signed by Ms. Tabb, increasing the number to 7. And the ESA's been operating on that. And I was just going to ask her to re-sign them as a duplicate original. It's even got the 2020 date on it, because she did sign it then, but we just, something happened in the confusion of that.
Sure.
As well.
Do we need a motion? I mean, I'm certainly fine with it. Would you prefer a motion?
I think that you would just move to approve to have her sign them as a duplicate original and then I'll create it.
I'll move to approve Commissioner Tabb to sign the duplicate original documents for the ESA ordinance and bylaws.
Thank you.
On favor, say aye. Discussion. I think we have any. All in favor, say aye.
So I have these. here.
Motion carries.
Commissioner Kevin, I'll just give them to you and we'll pick them back up after this.
Make sure they get collected and put in the right place.
It was just like a confusing time and everybody was packing everything up. Take it home, they have to work on and things. Anyway. The next issue, and I believe that the next one would be my item number 2 and number 16. Discussion of potential amendment of Jefferson County Comprehensive Plan to include provisions for solar facilities. Stephanie, would you like to see that Mr. Robot is engaged on that?
Will, if you want to participate in the discussion, you can unmute yourself. I don't know what happened.
Let me tell you what, I'll just call him. I will, yeah, I'm just putting you on the, on my phone here. So if you have some comments, we can.
He's back up on this side.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, you can unmute yourself. Go ahead, you sit it.
Just, can you just go ahead and unmute yourself on the web? Yeah, just do that. All right, so I can just go ahead and get started.
He's here. I mean, he's.
All right. Okay, the Jefferson County Commission found that the solar text amendment was consistent with the comprehensive plan, amongst other findings. Those findings are in the commission's view, they're established, and the commission stands by those findings. However, there does appear to be some uncertainty, as reflected in the recent court order, about the comprehensive plan and about the provisions for solar facilities in various zoning districts in the comprehensive plan, what the nature of those provisions. And I don't see that as any but the the court order is what it is. So in exploring options that the Jefferson County Commission could take in response to the apparent confusion to the recent court order, would be to amend the comprehensive plan to include additional provisions to clarify and secure the role of solar facilities in Jefferson County. Including, the various districts. So there is a provision in the state code involving amending the comprehensive plan, and that would be 88-3-11. C, it says if a governing body wants an amendment, it may request in writing for the planning commission to prepare an amendment. And there's a variety of procedures. We won't dig deep into all that right now. So that could be one option forward regarding the solar tax amendment that the commission could consider. And I'm just bringing that to you for your consideration.
Okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and ask, or make a motion to ask the planning commission to consider amending the comprehensive plan to clarify solar facilities be recognized as principal permitted use throughout the rural and residential zoning districts, and to do so as quickly as possible. What was the code number?
Under 88311.
Okay, in accordance with the code that legal counsel just identified.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
If it goes back to the planning commission, how does the public participate?
The planning commission would, according to the statute, the planning commission would develop procedures for public participation. And the planning commission would hold a public hearing, especially, and then it would come back to the county commission. And I believe that the county commission would also, and there's various notice procedures.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure there was a public component. It wasn't just something that planning commission, worked on and voted on, and it was brought here. Yeah, okay.
Any other questions, discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed?
I'm gonna oppose. I think, I understand where we are, court case, and what has been worked on as far as solar facilities, but I think we're bending over backwards to make it work, and I don't think that's the right approach at the moment. So that's one right now.
All right, thank you. Motion carries 3-1. I am going to abstain from that vote. Next on your agenda item, Mr. Cox.
Very well. Yes, we have our counsel here to report on the opioid case that we have against Purdue Pharmaceutical and others. Because of the nature of this matter, since it's in litigation right now, I believe that the commission, and I would suggest that the commission vote to go into executive session to receive legal advice from counsel.
And county administrator reports, your presentation goes in executive session too?
Yes,
Okay,
because of personnel.
understood. All right, so is that the only thing, is your agenda item number 3 needs to go into executive session?
Is there an issue regarding the county complex? Is that?
I don't think, we're just kind of keeping that on there in case something would arise between when we put the agenda out and when. So
Yeah, all right. I'll move a motion to go into executive session to receive legal advice from our counsel for agenda item number 3, Purdue Pharmaceutical, U.S. District Court, Northern District, West Virginia, Civil Action 117 OP 45170, and also to go into executive session for personnel matters for the presentation of the organization of the County Public Safety Department, including Jefferson County Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Management and 911 communications. Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. We're going into executive session.
You're good.
All right, welcome back. We are out of executive session. If there are no objections, we are adjourned. Thank y'all. Have a good day.
We have to actually.
I move to come out of executive session.
Oh, sorry.
Second.
Sorry, all right, so sorry. We have a motion to come out of executive session and a second, sorry, apologize. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries. If there are no objections, we are adjourned.
Can I just give you like one update?
Yes, ma'am.
Just, I've been meeting with the Economic Development Office on the Hilltop Tourism Development District.
Oh,
I'll be meeting next week with both the Economic Development Office and representatives from Hilltop for us to start performing the permitting work for the development district. So I just want you to know that project is ongoing and it is happening, even though I haven't updated you on a while. I have been meeting with.
So something is moving forward on
Yes,
that.
I drafted a contract, and now we're working out the details on that, and then they want to meet with us next week with Hilltop.
Yeah.
So that project is moving forward.
Good deal. Awesome.
All right.
Thank you very much.
yeah, we're adjourned.
Yeah, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good day. Thank you, Claire, for chiming in.
Sure.